Okay? How life works. Big question, big answer. So let's just talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to give you some information, some perspectives, little adages that I think might help you a lot. So first, E equals mc squared, right? Energy equals the mass times the speed of light squared. Everything is energy. It might look like it's physical, but we know really, in a deeper understanding, it's energy. So with a lot of these concepts, I might just, if you take them at face value, okay, but really internalize them and consider that there's a deeper understanding. So, making your life work for you, making life work whatever your preference is, right? In mine, positive. I like to accomplish my dreams, one after another. I like to travel the world. Right now I'm in Bali. You can see, this is my home. It's pretty rad. Anyways, and this is just the next dream of my life that I wanted to experience, and I'm doing it, and I couldn't be happier. So, anyways, how I'm able to accomplish all my dreams is through understanding how life works and how to use life and what I know in order to make life continuously get better and better and better. Number one, get your energy up. You have to get your energy up. Right? We know that energy attracts like energy, right? Misery likes company. And so when you get your energy up, raising your energy levels up, like more things gravitate towards you that are positive. More people, more experiences. Okay, so how to get your energy up? Well, as you could probably take a guess, healthy food, right? Detoxing. Going as raw and organic as possible, eating as much dark leafy greens as possible, really cleaning out your body. Drinking water, as much water as you can drink, right? Just drinking water, it flushes away. Like a large percentage of cancers have been shown in studies to decrease. Because cancer, like an accumulation of toxicity that then festers, and then there it is. But many people have stopped their cancer and their dis-ease through cleansing it out, both internally, emotionally, spiritually, as well, of course, as physically. So, cleaning your body with what you put in, exercise, right, moving your body. There is a video, check it out, called 23.5 hours. It's on YouTube. Maybe I'll put a link, maybe not, just try to remember. It just shows how just 20 minutes of exercise a day can just completely change your life. Like, I don't know, 25% of hypertension goes down, all sorts of things. So moving your body, okay, eating the right foods, getting sunlight. Sunlight, you absorb energy from the sun. Fine, call me crazy, okay, fine. But my life is awesome. I always feel great, and okay, this isn't true, of course. I go up and down, but generally, like, things are awesome and things are getting better, because I'm following these things. So there's that. What else? Monitoring every single thought that you have. Everything you think, say, and do. If you want a positive life, it should be positive, right? Giving away gifts, giving compliments, etc. These are all giving. It shows that you're abundant, right? So think, say, and do. It's very, very difficult at first if you're not used to maintaining this practice, but it's a practice. I remember 15 years ago, when, that's all I thought was negative stuff. I was in high school. It was just awful time. And, and I got an ulcer just from thinking too much. It was ridiculous. And so, but slowly, I've practiced monitoring, and then it becomes easy. Abraham Hicks says, or other people as well, about how easy is it, on Bashar as well, how easy is it to change the channel, When you watch television, oh, I watch the news. Oh, the news is awful. News is horrible. It makes you feel terrible. Okay, well, watch the news. Okay, but you can change the channel to say a comedy show that you really like. Oh, all of a sudden you're laughing. How easy was that to press the button? So you think about things that you like. Think about things that keep you positive. Think about things that make you happy. And when you feel great, you definitely want to give. Right? When you're depressed, all you want to do is be depressed. Just, oh, your best friend calls you, hey, come, let's party tonight. No, I'm just going to stay in my room and just do nothing. That's what I want to do because I'm depressed and you just want to follow the spiral down. So you can't let yourself spiral. If you have one thought, boom, get it out of there. It's this idea of, I almost heard this little story about how this guy had a garden, and then the first day he saw a weasel, and he's just like, oh, okay, whatever, it's a weasel. He just left. Then the next day, he came back and noticed some of his plants were eaten. He's like, oh man, I bet it was that weasel. And then came back the next day and his whole garden was gone because that weasel kept telling all his friends. And all his friends kept coming up until he ate the entire garden. And that is just what happens with a negative thought, right? So it's very difficult, of course, to stop these habits that we've had forever. To eliminate, some of our social conditioning. So that's kind of the biggest one, I think, is meditation. I know it's hard for a lot of people, but I compare it to doing the splits. Right? I'm pretty inflexible. So doing the splits is like, but if I tried every single day for 20 minutes, twice a day, I'm eventually going to be able to do the splits, or at least, improve, because you just do it every single day. Yeah, it's hard, but there are also things that can help you meditate. Also, thinking about what type of learner you are. Are you a visual, auditory, or kinesthetic feeling? That's also helps you in meditation. Is your learning style. So if you are a visual person, then listening to or visualizing, a meditation, like, oh, you're on a beach and you feel the wind and blah blah blah, right? Or if you're auditory, listening to tones, isochronic, binaural beats, other such tones, really help. I like tones a lot. Or I don't know how to say it, solfeggio scale, 825, 8 to 5 hertz, 936, whatever. Anyways, there's a bunch of stuff on tones that helps you a lot. Kinesthetic, if you're a kinesthetic learner, is getting more in tuned with feeling. Like feeling, getting your energy up and going through each chakra and feeling each chakra, feeling the energy. Before I start meditating, I always do some yogic fire breath, which really puts me in my body, and I can feel my body. My whole body's tingling, right? Because it's put all this oxygen, which is, what your body needs the most of, right? You go 5 minutes without oxygen, you're dead. So, like, your body needs oxygen more than anything. So give it a lot of that. Give it a lot of food. You can feel it. How long is this video? 8 minutes. There's a lot I wanted to talk about. How life works. It's a theme. You've chosen to come here to live a life, to experience a specific theme. Whatever the theme is, it's different for each individual, right? So, but think of it like going to a movie. Like, who doesn't like going to a movie? We go to a movie, we like to see what it is, right? These certain themes. Oh, we like action, we like adventure, right? We like that rush. Or some people even watch horror movies, which I don't know why you would want that stuff in your subconscious. I think it's horrible and it's awful, and it really mirrors the kind of mental health that that our general population has, of what we consider to be entertainment. Personally, I like to laugh, so I pretty much just kind of watch comedies. Anyways, but it's a roller coaster, as Bill Hicks says. I think he says it really great when he talks about life being a roller coaster. We get on a roller coaster, it goes down, it goes up, we get scared and terrified, of the heights and the stuff, but then we also have these big rushes of like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun, you know. And then we get off the ride and we're like, ooh, wow, it was just a ride. Like, I want to do that again. But when you're on the ride, it was terrifying, right? I mean, where you felt everything was so real, even though it was just a ride. So that's what this life is. You are obviously what's the quote? Not a person having spiritual moments, but a spirit having moments of being a person, something like that. Anyways, so that's it. That's what this ride. That's what this life is. This life is a roller coaster ride, right? And if it wasn't a roller coaster ride, it wouldn't be fun, and we wouldn't be here. Of course, like, what do you think is fun and think is not? From a larger perspective, you know, from a perspective where this duality of good and bad does not exist. It's all just experience. It's all just a part of the one, part of the whole, a part of God, for lack of a better word. Even though I don't like to use that word, but, you know, just because it's just been so destroyed by our religion, which is just, I don't know. I mean, it's great. It's a great tool. Some people, it builds a lot of community. I think it's great. For some aspects, but really to think that you can, you know, somehow embody, you know, the great creator, the great spirit, you know, the life force, the infinite like consciousness with organizing power. I mean, in to try to understand something outside ourselves, with just this our brain, our rational brain, a third-dimensional tool to understand God and its infiniteness is just the pinnacle of arrogance. To think that we could somehow, this third-dimensional brain could contemplate and really understand what this entity as one in all its infiniteness has, its preferences. It's absurd. It's like if you gave it would be easier for if you got a Rubik's cube like the size of the sun, with the squares like this big, but just infinitely the size of the sun, and you gave it to a goldfish, and you said, "Hey, do this, figure this out." I mean, that would be infinitely easier than have this little third-dimensional brain understand God, or even like a millionth, billionth, trillionth part of it. It's just absolutely absurd. I mean, if anyone has ever had some incredible spiritual experience, right? You just can't really describe it. You can kind of talk about what happened, sort of. You know, just like, well, oh yeah, I got it. You told me that, you know, you saw lights and, you know, the ground moved or whatever. Yeah, I got it. Like, no, you don't understand unless like you've had that experience, right? For any of you who have had those religious, if you've died, I know I've died. Passed out a couple times, but one time for sure. You know, it's just like you can't explain that. It's just language is a dumb tool. Well, that's sense. Don't even put judgment on it. But where was I? A little bit of a rant. If you die, or maybe if you've done a hallucinogen. Hallucinogen, for a lot of people, that's kind of their first experience of having anything intensely spiritual. Because really all it is it does wake up a certain part of the brain, the pineal gland, which is somewhat of our material, our third-dimensional connector in our brain to our spiritual ness, to other realities and stuff. It produces DMT, right? And that's anyways, I'm sure some of you know that, and if not, research it. But if you've ever, let's say, done DMT, you know, like, what the heck happens? That's nothing in comparison to, like, the infinite. You know, that's just like a pinhole in a prison cell, as if you have, like, a trip, like on some sort of hallucinogen. Right? That's all it is. But sometimes that's all some people need in order to kind of see, to wake up, to open up, see what's on the other side. So for a lot of you, maybe what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. or maybe just think I'm entirely wrong and I have no idea what I'm talking about, or maybe you just think, I don't know, I'm just I don't know, which is fine, right? Because we're all just projecting. This third, it's. I mean, Western science we want to talk about if that's any form of to legitimatize any of the spiritualism is like using science. Fine. There's no way that we can prove that any of this is real, right? We could be, the freshman college professor. Oh, we could all just be a brain in a jar in some mad scientist's lab, and he's just, zapping us, and that's our life. But how do we know? We have no idea. Oh yeah, of course we don't have any idea. Well, we do have some ideas. There's no way to prove it. What is real though is experience, right? It's your feelings, right? Your emotions. Right? That's real, right? Emotion, electricity in motion. Everything is energy. I don't know. Where were we? Back to God. I don't know. We're like a finger on the body of God, right? So like we are connected. But we just don't know it. Like everything is inside. Everything is inside. Whatever is inside is projected outwards, and that's what we see. Right? Is it a good day? Is it a bad day? Well, how do I feel? Oh, I just won the lottery. Today's a great day. Or oh, I feel great. I just got done exercising. I feel great, man. Yeah, that rainbow's rad. Oh, I just saw a car accident. Oh, that's all right. Maybe that dude's gonna get a new car, or something like that, right? It's just our filter. We need to work on cleansing it and getting its vibration up. So maybe I'm just kind of ranting a little bit here. So I'll end with this, saying that meditation is probably the best thing you can do aside from detoxing. I mean, meditation is pretty much cleansing every part of your being. Probably one of the best things. So in my next video, I'm gonna have the miracle meditation. I'll kind of tell you how to do that, create miracles in your life. But just to finally end on that everything is inside you. Like you are infinitely powerful, right? You are, I said, you're attached, you are God, you're a co-creator, right? And everything that you see out there is really what's in here. What's in here. I worked really hard trying to create a paradise inside me. Right? Meditating every day, doing good things. When I had a negative thought, just saying thank you and letting it go. Right? Trying to get my energy level up, trying to get excited. Always focusing on how I could be excited of what is happening and look for what is exciting, and then following that. Getting my energy up, being thankful. And so by doing that, it has allowed paradise to grow within me, and it is manifested outward. So, a lot of us, we have a lot of cleaning to do. I still do, right? I'm far from perfect, but it's something that I hope that we all do take considerate amount of energy and time into improving yourself, which improves your life. Why wouldn't you want to be happy? Well, maybe you need to be angry for a while. I was, and I enjoyed being angry. Then I finally hit a wall and was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. So, love yourself as much as you can, knowing that you are just infinitely powerful and unique and the greatest thing ever. You are. You really are. I mean, think of the most beautiful painting you've ever seen in your life. Like, that was done by someone who was fully in tune with who they really were. And they shared that with the world through this painting. So it doesn't matter what you do, but as long as you do it with authenticity, with your whole heart, people recognize that, and the people who are on that same level as you vibe with it. So when you do really awesome, positive stuff, create stuff, and give stuff to the world, the people that appreciate it most, right, are those people that are at that level. I'm just excited of abundance, right? You're just giving. Just like, hey, I have all this stuff inside of me, all this love, all this passion. I just want to give it out into the world. And you do. And then other people see it, and other people love it, and other people thank you. And you thank them because they appreciate it. And it's this upward spiral, which is now the path that more and more people are getting on, more and more people are understanding how to do. Because we all know the path of downward spiral. We all know the path of eating crappy food. We all know the path of judgment of other people. We all know the path of beating up on ourselves. But it's healing time now. I mean, it's been healing time, and now it's like rocketing upward time. So, anyways, that's just a little bit of information. Love you all very much. Please love yourself, forgive yourself, and forgive everyone else. Alright. Well, with that, much love, namaste, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.